Today, we're diving into something glorious. Movies that are objectively kinda bad, but subjectively, chef's kiss. These are the films you defend with your life in group chats, the ones you'll rewatch at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday for no reason, the comfort food of cinema. We're talking guilty pleasures, baby. That sweet spot where quality takes a back seat and vibes are everything. And before we jump in, all the streaming info is chilling in that first pinned comment, so go check where you can actually watch these masterpieces. Alright, welcome back to Filmflix and let's get into it. First up, we need to talk about a movie where Jason Statham fights a shark the size of a city bus. And not just any shark, a prehistoric mega shark that should have stayed extinct. This thing is so gloriously stupid, it loops back around to genius. The dialogue? Absolutely bonkers. The plot? You've seen it 1,000 times. But here's the thing, it knows what it is. This isn't trying to be Jaws. This is trying to be the most ridiculous summer spectacle your brain can handle. And honestly, mission accomplished. There's a scene where Statham literally stares down this absolute unit of a fish with the same intensity he brings to every action movie, and you can't help but respect the commitment. It's camp without winking at the camera too hard. It's big and loud and dumb in the best way possible, and sometimes that's exactly what you need. No pretension, no gritty realism, just pure popcorn munching entertainment that asks one question: what if shark, but bigger? The answer is The Meg, and it's beautiful trash. Next, imagine someone pitched Jane Austen but make it violent, and somehow greenlit a whole movie. We're talking ball gowns and brain splattering in the same frame, corsets and carnage, romantic longing interrupted by literal zombie hordes. The genius is that everyone plays it completely straight. No one's treating this like a joke, which makes it infinitely funnier. You've got Elizabeth Bennet serving looks and beheading the undead with equal elegance, Mr. Darcy being all brooding and hot while also being a zombie-slaying warrior, and the whole thing just commits to the bit so hard you can't look away. Critics were baffled, audiences were split, but the people who get it were obsessed. It's Pulp Fiction meets period drama meets horror comedy, and somehow the mashup works because it refuses to apologize for itself. The action choreography is genuinely solid, the costumes are stunning, and watching these prim proper characters discuss marriage prospects between decapitations is a specific brand of unhinged entertainment you didn't know you needed. That's Pride and Prejudice and zombies, and it's wonderfully deranged. Alright, gamers and violence enthusiasts, this one is for you. Imagine they took a beloved fighting game franchise and said, let's make it R-rated and actually show the fatalities. The plot? Honestly, kinda whatever. The main character? Not winning any awards. But does it deliver on watching super-powered martial artists rip each other apart in creative ways? Absolutely. This is what happens when you prioritize fan service over everything else. And you know what? Sometimes that's valid. The fights are brutal, the special effects are flashy, and there's this one character who steals every scene by just being an absolute menace with the best one-liners. It's big, it's dumb, it's soaked in CGI blood, and it doesn't pretend to be anything else. You're not here for Shakespearean dialogue. You're here to watch people get frozen solid and then shattered into pieces. It knows its audience and delivers exactly what they want. A love letter to the games wrapped in excessive violence and zero subtlety. That's Mortal Kombat, and it's unapologetically ridiculous. Now let's talk about a movie that's basically Eurovision the musical. But if Eurovision was written by people who genuinely love Eurovision's weird, campy glory. This dropped during the pandemic when we all needed something aggressively wholesome, and boy did it deliver. Two Icelandic musicians chasing an impossible dream, a runtime that's probably too long, and the catchiest fake song you've ever heard screamed in a bar. The whole thing is stuffed with heart and absurdity in equal measure, and somehow it works. You've got Will Ferrell doing his thing, but weirdly sincere, a romantic subplot that's genuinely sweet, and musical numbers that absolutely slap. Ya Ya Ding Dong will haunt your brain for weeks, and you'll be mad about how much you love it. Critics said it was bloated, too silly, too niche, but those critics clearly don't understand the cultural phenomenon that is Eurovision. This movie captures that specific brand of joyful chaos, where every country brings their wildest performance and everyone's just having the best time. It's comfort food cinema, pure escapism with sparkles and sequins. That's Eurovision Song Contest: A Story of Fire Saga, and it's aggressively delightful. Hey, quick thing while we're here vibing. If you're loving this chaotic energy and these questionable movie recommendations, do me a solid and smash that subscribe button. And hit the like button too, because it genuinely helps us keep bringing you more of this beautiful trash content. We're building a community of people with impeccable taste in objectively bad movies, and I want you in it. Okay, rom-com lovers, this one dominated the box office by doing absolutely nothing new, and I mean that as the highest compliment. You know exactly where this is going from minute one. Enemies, forced proximity, fake relationship, slow burn, inevitable love confession. It's every rom-com trope rolled into one beautiful, predictable package. But here's why it works. The leads have chemistry that could power a small city. The scenery is gorgeous, the banter solid, and sometimes you don't want surprises. You want the comfort of knowing these two idiots will definitely kiss in the rain eventually. It's not trying to deconstruct the genre or subvert expectations. It's celebrating everything we love about romantic comedies without shame. Pure escapism, zero stress, maximum swooning. The kind of movie you put on when you need to remember that love is real and life can be fun and everything will probably work out fine. Formulaic? Sure. Enjoyable? Extremely. That's Anyone But You, and it's exactly what you expect in the best way. Last but definitely not least, we're going full Disney dark fantasy with a sequel that said, what if we made a kids movie but added an actual war? This took the villain redemption story from the first film and cranked everything up to 11. Bigger battles, more elaborate costumes, Michelle Pfeiffer cueing scenery like it's her last meal. The plot gets messy, sure, but have you seen the visuals? Every frame looks like a fantasy painting exploded in the best way. It's Maleficent versus an evil queen in elaborate gowns having the pettiest, most dramatic conflict imaginable, and I'm here for it. The world building goes absolutely wild with new magical creatures and kingdoms. The CGI is gorgeous, and honestly, the whole thing is carried by two incredible actresses clearly having the time of their lives, being over the top and fabulous. Is it narratively tight? No. Is it a feast for the eyes with camp turned up to maximum? Absolutely. Sometimes you just want high fantasy spectacle without thinking too hard, and this delivers that in spades. That's Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, and it's beautifully extra. And there you have it, 6 movies that prove quality is subjective and vibes are eternal. These are the movies that live rent-free in our hearts despite what the critics say. Drop a comment telling me your favorite guilty pleasure movie because I know you've got one. Don't forget that streaming info is in the pinned comment, and I'll catch you in the next video where we'll probably defend more questionable movie choices together. Until then, keep watching the weird stuff. Filmflix out.